Melbourne this week that Mel had the flu, but as you can see, the bald man is out there.
And does have a record against North Melbourne. He's a great player against the Kangaroos. Robert Scott, the only North Melbourne player tonight who's played in a grand final. We shouldn't go too far ahead. Now the players are lining up for the national anthem. Let's join Craig Willis. It's Carlton on the left and North Melbourne on the right. The umpires in the centre, you can see. Carlton now getting ready, and I think Craig's just about ready for us for the national anthem before the second preliminary final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian Football League and Coca-Cola welcome you to tonight's second preliminary final. Would you now please stand for the playing of the national anthem?
Plenty of atmosphere here, not a full house because of the conditions tonight. Heavy rain in Melbourne, but a very healthy crowd, a great atmosphere. Wayne Carey goes to the centre. Stephen Kernahan walks into. Here's Russell Morris for the toss.
Yes, Bruce. Very keyed up. Carey's call. He's gone tails, stuck in the mud. Carey's win. Kicking to the right of screen, Bruce. Very, very keen, North Melbourne, and it's also Carlton.
Why not, Russell? The winner to play Geelong next Saturday afternoon here. As a bit of bonding goes on between the two clubs. So North Melbourne kick to the right, the main scoreboard end. Carlton to the punt road end to the left of screen. 4 straight the Kangaroos going in. Carlton have won 14 in a row. What a season they've had. They won their first 7, lost to Sydney and St Kilda, won their next 14. Now the umpires for tonight's match. Andrew Coates, the 29-year-old accountant, who's done a half a dozen finals going into this. Brian Sheehan, who's done 4 grand finals. The 36-year-old. Darren Goldspin, who was made the umpire of the year earlier this week when the Australian team was announced, did the 1993 grand final when the Bombers beat the Blues. He too, like Coates, is an accountant. Now the interchange, Gerard. The Blues, looks like there's a Bond, Whitehead and Manton.
Check.
And for North Melbourne, Nichols, Allison and Roberts.
Well, I guess most people would have expected Roberts to start on the ground. He's been the interchange ruckman with Corey McKernan, but normally coming off the half-forward flank. So I would think that Dennis Pagan's plan would be to try and catch Carlton out by playing 4 smalls on the forward line, not the regular 3.
Silvani's got Carey, Sexton's got Longmire. Smith has got Pearce, I think.
Anderson on Dean Rice. Kernahan starting 40 metres out in front of the square.
First bounce, McKernan went early. Madden won the tap into the glue pot. It's going to be like this all night. They'll get dirty very quickly. Ratton with the football. He'll get a major role, you'd expect. Schwass picks himself up. Umpire quick to throw it up. Brown handball. Didn't go very far. Tapped away by Scholl. Play on call. Hannah first kick. Well inside 50. Pearce, a chance for an opening goal. It's a hard one. Goes to the pocket. Pearce under pressure now from Anderson. Pushes it back. Mickey Martin's got to get down. The footy's going to be hard to control. The handball was a beauty to Armstrong, to Schwass. He grubbed it along the ground. Not a bad kick in the conditions. Scott couldn't quite take it. Madden and Scott flash. David and Goliath out of play. Look at Harry pumped up.
And a victory to David.
Not for the first time through. McKernan wins the tap. Hannah's second kick doesn't go far. Did Brown get enough of it? He's got it. At centre wing.
Roberts got right beside Brown there, so probably going with him.
Inside 50, Kernahan's got it! It's a good take, isn't it? And now, Gerard, the all-important opening kick for Kernahan.
He's not one of the classic kicks in the AFL, but if he gets the first couple away, usually he goes on with a job. Pretty good shove there from Steve Kernahan, perhaps a little bit lucky to get away with it.
From 45 metres out, it's a good one, I think. He's got it! Kernahan gets the first goal. It's his 50th goal in finals football. Carlton lead by 1 goal to 0.
And doesn't he look pretty pumped up, Steve Kernahan? In fact, Mick Martin's got a pretty good track record on Steve Kernahan. Leave that one to you to decide whether it was a free kick or not, but a great start to the skipper.
And Martin and Kernahan and Mick Martin determined not to let Sticks get on top of him. He's already got a goal on the board. Umpire throws it up in the middle and gets the contest underway. Madden got a fingernail to it. It's back in the glue. Umpire coach comes in and starts it again. Free kick to be taken by Laidley to Schwass. Long kick to half forward. Crocker, good to see him back. Punch away was good by Dean. It goes to Hannah. Scott got in there for the tackle. Hannah recovers. Dean crunched down by Schwass, and he's not getting up in a hurry, Peter Dean. That's great finals football by Wayne Schwass.
Pretty solid blow there from Wayne Schwass, and this one really could unbalance Carlton a little bit. Nothing untowards about that one. Message was pretty clear. And the trainers are saying that Peter Dean is obviously in loads of trouble.
Well, we saw a bump last week go a long way towards deciding a final when Gary O'Donnell was taken out. And if Carlton lose Peter Dean in the first couple of minutes, this could go a long way to helping to decide this one. Stretcher on for Dean. A real hospital hand pass he got. And Schwass lined him up and took him out.
Well, the ball was right there, as we all saw, so nothing illegal about that one. And you are going to wear one occasionally in a final. And this time it was Peter Dean's turn. But what an opportunity for Glenn Manton, who has come to Carlton only this year. He's played 10 games, almost all of them on the interchange bench, and he wouldn't have had an opportunity this early in the match probably ever playing for Carlton.
Dean was playing on Crocker out of a back pocket. Sexton and Silvani had the key roles on Longmire and Carey. Dean was coming out of a back pocket, so Manton will probably go back there, you would think, to fill the hole. Let's hope he's all right, Dean. He had to miss the grand final, didn't he, with injury. He's been a magnificent player. Laidley got a free kick. Look at Williams with him. Brown gave the free kick away on Laidley a moment ago, just in the crush.
And this is just the sort of start that Gary Ayres would be hoping for. It looks like we're going to be in for a pretty fierce battle. Perhaps even somebody may get reported with the tactics that are going on out there. And all of that augurs well for Carlton for Geelong's campaign next week.
Yeah.
Well, there's some fiery players out there. There's a lot of pride here. Season on the line, knockout preliminary final. And both teams have got aggressive players. Schwass, one of them, and Dean. Now look at Williams and Laidley. It'll be interesting to see just how quickly Dean can recover. Manton getting ready to come back.
Very important for Greg Williams to keep his cool. It's obvious that Laidley's been sent out there trying to unnerve him, trying to get him reported. But Williams knows that this will perhaps be his last chance at taking off the premiership medallion.
Koutafidis has gone to the back, Gerard, on Crocker.
So the free kick is taken by Hannah of Carlton. Up towards the 50. Madden taps it on. Kernahan, a snap. Looks all right, just offline. And through for a behind.
Only a temporary move by Koutafidis. Now Manton going back to Crocker. Koutafidis coming back to the wing.
So it was a free kick paid against Schwass.
Interesting.
There was a bit of jostling afterwards, so it could have been an incident after.
Kick in North Melbourne. Clapper at the back. Away. Throw in about 60 metres. Carlton has settled pretty well here. 1-1. North yet to score. Blues at about 60. Front spot fairly. Sporting at the back. Armstrong on the bottom. Ratton in there. Koutoufides in there. And again, it's going to be a throw up. Umpires not mucking around. They're going to try and clear it as quickly as possible. Ratton had a fair bit of the football, and we're going to see a lot of this tonight. Brown getting involved again.
Gee, they're in tight, aren't they?
Goals will be hard to get. Koutoufides probably won the tap. Scholes, quick kick to centre wing. Archer stretching. Christie's hands were good. McKay, okay. Left foot got about 30 metres on it. Koutoufides was there. Punch at the back was good by North Melbourne, out of play. About 70 metres from Carlton's goal. Craig Scholl back in favour as we take a look at Peter Dean. And we'll get a report on him pretty quickly. They'll be having a good long look at him, the Medicos.
Throw in at half forward for the Blues. Spalding, who's had a great season. Missed kick there by King. Comes to Scott. Not playing full back tonight. The hand pass away from Koutoufides. Tapped down by Ratton to Brown. Ball, say the crowd. Umpire says play on with it, and eventually the umpire will come in and throw it in the air.